How we doing, guys? Moose here, Season 1, Episode 18 of our West Ham United career mode, and we have just 6 games left in the season. How about that as we get into a game here at Upton Park with West Ham United taking on Liverpool, who are currently sitting in 4th, so really tight right now. We're actually in 5th, 1 point ahead of Everton and 4 ahead of Arsenal, though. Both of those teams both have games in hand on us, so they could make up the ground fairly easily depending on how their schedule presents itself. That said, we're coming on to 4-2-3-1 based on fitness issues, and pretty much every game after this is within a week of each other in terms of we have about a week off between each set of games, so we should be able to field our top squad pretty much the rest of the way through. But in this one particularly, we had to play 4-2-3-1, so no Lacazette, Carroll the lone man up top as we face Liverpool's 4-3-3 with Gerrard and Sturridge through the middle trying to create, as well as Sterling on the left-hand side to use his pace. But Downing starts off here with a beautiful through ball that Matt Jarvis runs onto, cuts inside, trying to create something. It's a great strike, easy save from Mignolet, but then Nolan in the lineup for a suspended Mark Noble puts one away. It takes a nice deflection, looked to be going in that bottom corner. The defender tried to clear it away, but instead sends it into his own net. But because it was on net originally, it's not an own goal there. As it looked at going in the bottom right-hand corner, it ends up going right straight in the middle of the net. So Kevin Nolan getting on the score sheet, really good to see in a bit of a trying campaign for him. He's been in and out of the lineup. Tough to find one, but he plays a nice little 1-2 with Michael Bradley here again, who comes in, fights out defender, has a shot, and Mignolet forced to make a really nice save. But Liverpool here in the 8th minute looking for their first chance. The ball played into Joe Allen, turns inside Tompkins, has a shot, and it's just a foot or so wide of the right-hand post of Adrian. But Trippier now gets the ball out wide from Michael Bradley. It tries to create something down the wing. Eventually has to play it back to Stuart Downing, who whips across in here for Andy Carroll. Gets a head on, but Mignolet with another really good save. So he's had a great game so far. A couple of really good saves as we seem to be having a lot of action go up through the right side of midfield. Eventually a ball comes to Gerrard. The shot is blocked. It falls it downstairs. Has a shot. Saved by Adrian, but Gerrard coming out of nowhere with the diving hair. The Liverpool captain showing why he is so vital to their club. His 8th goal in all competitions. And it's a brilliant diving hair. Look at the just braveness, the courageousness coming in there with Joey O'Brien trying to get a foot in. But a nice little bit of skill by Trippier to use a couple step overs to get around him. And plays the ball into Carroll, and his shot is well saved again by Mignolet. He's having a fantastic game. But Gerrard, Sterling, and Sturridge showed some great link-up plays. The ball's played at the top to Gerrard there. Huge save from Adrian and cleared away by James Tompkins. But now Sterling again finds his way to Sturridge. Eventually back to Sterling. Has a shot and just a couple feet wide of the post, as those three players really seem to combine throughout the match for Liverpool and played really, really well. But a terrible turn by Adrian eventually ends up conceding a penalty as he takes out Daniel Sturridge on the edge of the box after giving that up. Thankfully, he doesn't get a card or anything, but he does give up a penalty here. You'll see the replay, and it's pretty fair. Sturridge turns his back to him after collecting the ball, and Adrian just takes him out. So definitely a foul. Lucky to not get any cards there, but Adrian stays in the game to face a Gerrard penalty. He comes up, strikes it, sends him the wrong way, but he's hit the post, and the rebound from Joe Allen goes wide, so we escape without giving up a goal and hold that 1-1 tie against Liverpool. Sterling now plays the ball in for Victor Moses, gets a header, but not going to trouble Adrian. It's right at him as we try and create something the other way. Kevin Nolan now sitting on a yellow card, plays a beautiful ball over the top that Matt Jarvis uses his pace to run onto, cuts inside of Glenn Johnson, just trying to create something, plays it into Andy Carroll, takes a shot, but a couple of defenders get down, and Jordan Henderson's actually the one to make a block. Now the ball finds its way onto Jordan Henderson there. It's touched away, finds its way to Sturridge. Adrian with the save, back to Sturridge, plays it to Henderson, but what a block from James Tompkins there, and Adrian is able to scoop up the rebound. And Michael Bradley now playing a beautiful through ball up to Matt Jarvis, trying to create something, plays the ball at the top to Lacazette, making that run in front of the defender, and it's a huge save from Mignolet, who's clearly been the man of the match. He's just played sensational. A number of huge saves here to keep Liverpool in the match, and they could have won it easily many times. Johnson there with a strike, and Adrian with a sensational two-handed save to push the ball away from goal. But Lacazette now again trying to create something, comes in, has a shot, but he just scuffles it completely wide of the right post, and that would be it. A 1-1 draw between West Ham United and Liverpool on goals from both captains, Kevin Nolan and Steven Gerrard. So a 1-1 tie, really good game, a lot of chances on both ends. As you can see by the shots, 14 and 8 for Liverpool, 15 and 9 on target for us. Possession a little bit more in favor of Liverpool, but what a game. Just a hugely fun game to play. Michael Bryant with a 9.4, not even man of the match, so as that went to Mignolet, as he had a sensational game for Liverpool. Stuart Downing with a 9.2 as well, played really well. But as you can see, we get Mark Noble and Ravel Morrison back in the lineup for this match as we head to the Emirates to take on Arsenal. So it's going to be a huge match for us again here, taking on the Gunners. Obviously, they're a fantastic club. So, they're obviously in a bit of a struggle this season, but these would be huge points for them to pick up as they're currently 5 points behind us, but with 2 games in hand. So if they would pick up a victory, they would definitely hold things in their favor in terms of passing us up for that Europa League spot. Although if we do sit in 5th at the end of the campaign, we've won the Capital One Cup, so we're already in Europe. And then it would leave Everton and Arsenal with better chance to get into the Euro League. As you can see, Everton 2 points behind us, Arsenal 5 behind us, but both with 2 games in hand. Arsenal putting out a strong squad here in the 4-2-3, and they're going to have Walcott and Oxlade-Chamberlain with the pace on the outsides, Wilshere, Ramsey, and Cazorla through the middle, with Olivier Giroud up top. So a bunch of really good players, an unbelievable side. Obviously, if they had Ozil still in the lineup, they would be sensational, but obviously he's been hurt for pretty much the entire season. We actually haven't had to face him in either of the matches, but we get back to our favored 4-3-2-1 with Lacazette and Jarvis behind Andy Carroll. Noble and Morrison reinstated to the starting lineup with their suspensions coming to an end. So we start off here in the 4th minute. Joey O'Brien playing on the left side. He's coming for Raz Van Ratten. He's done a really good job. Really starting to favor O'Brien. He's played really well defensively, which is what I like to see. Huge save there from Szczesny. And, like I said, O'Brien's played really well defensively, which is great to see. And obviously he's a lot younger than Raz Van Ratten. His stats aren't declining, so it's good to have him in the lineup. As I think it was Oxlade-Chamberlain has a strike there, but a good save from Adrian. Now Jarvis with a bit of beautiful link-up play between Ravel and Morrison. They play a beautiful 1-2. He comes in alone, has a shot, but Szczesny again with another really nice save to parry it out of danger. Lacazette now linking up, plays the ball through to Ravel Morrison, who has another chance, but he's defended well, just nudges off the ball, and Szczesny's able to come out and claim it. So now 27th minute, the ball's played forward to Marky Noble, turns inside Vermaelen, beautiful strike, but Szczesny right at him, and he makes another save. So we're facing some really tough keepers right now, and tough breaks for us as they keep it out. But Vermaelen now with a header just puts it over the bar off the corner from Cazorla, and we're going to head into halftime 0-0. But 49th minute now, Ravel Morrison with an unbelievable through ball to Matty Jarvis. Comes in, just takes a little bit too long on the ball, and Szczesny's able to poke it away. But Jarvis again plays a nice ball up to Andy Carroll. Nothing really doing on as he plays it back to Jarvis. He cuts inside of Nacho Monreal, has a strike with his left foot, and he's put it in the top corner. What a strike from Alexander Lacazette. 53rd minute, West Ham United take the lead away from home on an absolute thunderbolt from the French striker Lacazette. Carroll just laid it back off to him. He creates his own move. They give him a little bit too much space, and look at that strike. No way the keeper's going to save it. It's pinpoint just in the top left corner. What a strike. But Arsenal come right back. Theo Walcott gets on the end of a ball over the top. Adrian gets a touch of it, but not enough to keep it out, and Arsenal, just like that, have evened things up. A beautiful goal from Walcott, using his pace to get around the defenders, and finishes it simply. Adrian just gets a touch of it, but not enough to keep out of the goal. It's a really nice finish from Walcott. Beautiful ball played over the top by, I think it was Wilshere, and then Walcott with just a nice, simple finish into the goal. But Jarvis now trying to use his pace on the counterattack. Somehow skips his way through Vermaelen, who's really having a tough game. Eventually plays it forward to Andy Carroll. Chips it back to Jarvis. Has a volley, but it's blocked by Koscielny. Really nice play from him there. Sanya now getting forward. The right back somehow so far forward. Walcott lays it back out to Sanya. Comes into Bender, who's come on for Giroud, but Adrian is able to get a head to it, or hands to it, and keeps it out as we head to another 1-1 draw. A huge point taken as it keeps Arsenal from catching us in the Europa League race. So we really see that we're not scoring a ton, we're not giving up a ton. We had a few more chances than Arsenal there, but they held possession significantly. They played Arsenal football. They pass it around, but just didn't seem to do anything with it. As you see, Michael Brown with a 9.2, another fantastic game from him. What a buy he's been. Just an absolute tank in the center of the park. And we're going to close out this episode here with a look at the table. As you can see, United 3 points ahead of Chelsea. We're currently sitting in 6th as Everton have actually caught us with a victory. As you can see, Hull City, Cardiff City, and Sunderland in the drop places. The Crystal Palace and Swansea definitely have relegation also breathing down their necks. So we'll see how things go in the next few episodes. Hope you've enjoyed it, guys. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.